The human body is a complex and fascinating machine. Every single part has a vital role to play. Each organ, tissue, and cell works in harmony to keep us alive and functioning. One of the most important systems is the respiratory system. It is essential for our survival and overall well-being. This system is responsible for bringing oxygen into our bodies. Oxygen is crucial for the production of energy in our cells. It also removes carbon dioxide, a waste product of our cells. This exchange of gases is vital for maintaining the body's pH balance. Without the respiratory system, we wouldn't be able to survive. It is the cornerstone of our body's ability to function. Breathing is something we often take for granted, yet it is a complex and finely tuned process. We inhale and exhale without even thinking about it. This automatic process is controlled by our brain and nervous system. But this seemingly simple act is a complex process that involves many different organs working together. The nose, throat, windpipe, and lungs all play crucial roles. From the moment we take our first breath to our very last, the respiratory system works tirelessly to keep us alive. It adapts to our needs, whether we're resting or exerting ourselves. The respiratory system is like a network of airways. These airways are lined with tiny hairs and mucus to trap and expel foreign particles. These airways transport air to and from the lungs. The air we breathe in is filtered, warmed, and humidified before it reaches the lungs. The lungs are the main organs of the respiratory system. They are spongy and elastic, allowing them to expand and contract with each breath. This is where oxygen enters the bloodstream and carbon dioxide is removed. The exchange of gases occurs in tiny air sacs called alveoli. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into the fascinating world of the respiratory system. We will explore its various components and their functions. We will explore its intricate anatomy and the remarkable way it functions to sustain life. Join us as we uncover the secrets of this vital system. Our journey through the respiratory system begins with the nose and mouth. These two entry points are crucial for the intake of air, which is essential for our survival. These are the primary entry points for air. The air we breathe in through these openings is the first step in the complex process of respiration. The nose, with its delicate hairs and mucous membranes, acts as a filter. These tiny structures play a vital role in ensuring that the air reaching our lungs is as clean as possible. It traps dust, dirt, and other particles, preventing them from reaching the lungs. This filtration system is our body's first line of defense against airborne pollutants and pathogens. The mouth, while not as efficient a filter as the nose, also serves as an airway. It provides an alternative route for air intake, especially when nasal breathing is not possible. It allows us to take in larger volumes of air, especially during exercise or when the nasal passage is blocked. This capability is crucial during physical exertion when our bodies demand more oxygen. From the nose and mouth, air travels down the pharynx or throat. This shared pathway is a critical juncture in the respiratory system. The pharynx is a common passageway for both air and food. It plays a dual role, guiding air towards the lungs and food towards the esophagus. It is divided into three sections: the nasopharynx, the oropharynx, and the laryngopharynx. Each section has a specific function in the process of respiration and digestion. The air then passes through the larynx, also known as the voice box. This structure is not only essential for breathing, but also for producing sound. The larynx contains the vocal cords, which vibrate as air passes over them, producing sound. These vibrations are the foundation of our ability to communicate through speech. This is how we speak and sing. The intricate coordination of the respiratory and vocal systems allows us to express ourselves in a myriad of ways. The journey continues down the trachea, a strong, flexible tube often called the windpipe. The trachea is held open by rings of cartilage. These rings prevent the trachea from collapsing during breathing. At its lower end, the trachea divides into two tubes called bronchi. One bronchus enters each lung. The bronchi further subdivide into smaller and smaller tubes called bronchioles. These bronchioles form a network within the lungs, resembling the branches of a tree. The bronchioles are lined with smooth muscle. This muscle can constrict or relax to regulate airflow. For example, during exercise, the bronchioles relax to allow more air to reach the lungs. At the end of each bronchiole are tiny air sacs called alveoli. The alveoli are the functional units of the lungs. This is where the crucial exchange of gases takes place. The walls of the alveoli are extremely thin and are surrounded by a network of tiny blood vessels called capillaries. Oxygen from the inhaled air diffuses across the alveolar walls and into the capillaries, where it binds to red blood cells and is carried to the rest of the body. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste product of metabolism, travels from the capillaries into the alveoli. This carbon dioxide is then exhaled from the body. This exchange of gases, oxygen in and carbon dioxide out, is the essence of breathing. Breathing is a mechanical process driven by the diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle located below the lungs. When we inhale, the diaphragm contracts and flattens, while the muscles between the ribs contract and pull the ribcage upwards and outwards. This expansion of the chest cavity creates a lower pressure inside the lungs compared to the outside air. Air naturally flows from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure, causing air to rush into the lungs. This is inhalation. When we exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and returns to its dome shape, and the ribcage moves downwards and inwards. This compression of the chest cavity increases the pressure inside the lungs, forcing air out. This is exhalation. Section 6. Keeping us going. The respiratory system and overall health. The respiratory system is crucial for maintaining overall health and well-being. It is responsible for the intake of oxygen, which is vital for the survival of our cells, and the expulsion of carbon dioxide, a waste product that can be harmful if it accumulates in the body. It provides the body with the oxygen it needs to function and removes carbon dioxide, a waste product that can be harmful in high levels. This exchange of gases occurs in the alveoli, tiny air sacs in the lungs where oxygen is absorbed into the blood and carbon dioxide is expelled. Oxygen is essential for cellular respiration, the process by which cells convert glucose into energy. This energy is necessary for all bodily functions, from muscle contraction to brain activity. Without oxygen, our cells would not be able to carry out their basic functions, and we would die. Every cell in our body relies on a constant supply of oxygen to produce the energy needed for survival. The respiratory system also plays a role in regulating the body's pH balance. This is crucial because even slight changes in pH can affect the function of enzymes and other proteins in the body. Carbon dioxide, when dissolved in the blood, forms carbonic acid, which can affect the acidity of the blood. The respiratory system helps to manage this by adjusting the rate and depth of breathing. The respiratory system helps to regulate the amount of carbon dioxide in the blood, keeping the pH within a narrow range. This delicate balance is essential for maintaining the proper function of our organs and systems. Section 7. Common respiratory conditions and their impact. Unfortunately, the respiratory system is vulnerable to a variety of conditions and diseases. Some of the most common respiratory ailments include asthma, a chronic condition characterized by inflammation and narrowing of the airways, making breathing difficult. Pneumonia, an infection of the lungs that causes inflammation in the alveoli, leading to coughing, fever, and difficulty breathing. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, a group of progressive lung diseases that cause airflow obstruction and breathing-related problems. Lung cancer, uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells in the lungs, often linked to smoking. These conditions can significantly impact an individual's quality of life, leading to breathing difficulties, fatigue, and reduced ability to perform daily activities. Section 8. Protecting our lungs, tips for respiratory health. Maintaining a healthy respiratory system is crucial for overall well-being. Here are some tips for protecting our lungs. Quit smoking. Smoking is a leading cause of lung cancer and COPD. Quitting smoking is the single most important thing you can do for your lung health. Avoid secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is just as harmful as smoking directly. Prevent infections. Wash your hands frequently, avoid close contact with sick individuals, and get vaccinated against respiratory infections like influenza and pneumonia. Reduce exposure to air pollution. Limit outdoor activities on days with high pollution levels and consider using air purifiers indoors. Exercise regularly. Regular physical activity strengthens the respiratory muscles and improves lung capacity. Section 9. Conclusion. A vital system for a healthy life. The respiratory system, with its intricate network of airways, lungs, and muscles, is a remarkable testament to the complexity and efficiency of the human body. It is responsible for the essential act of breathing, providing our bodies with life-sustaining oxygen and removing harmful carbon dioxide. Understanding how the respiratory system works and taking steps to protect its health is crucial for maintaining overall well-being. By making healthy choices, we can ensure that this vital system continues to function optimally, allowing us to breathe easy and live full and active lives. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the Healthy Thrive channel.